we have 4 items for our pre-bid conference, 2 items for our presentation of bid evaluation report, 1 pre-procurement conference, and 1 other matters, Mr. Chair. Uh, Other matters are some inquiries for the lease of aircraft project, Mr. Chair.
Noted.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Proceeding to our first item on our agenda. This is the pre-bid conference for the project lease of flight inspection system and aircraft with bid number 26-31-06 with an ABC of 290,580,000 to be presented by the end user, ODG FICG. To my fellow secretariat, can we please admit all the prospective bidders who wish to participate for this project? Thank you.
Ay, last 4 digits. 159 siya.
To any prospective bidders who are present on this meeting, can we please state our name and the company we're representing po sa chat box? Maraming salamat. The end user, siguro pwede na po tayong mag-start for... Magandang umaga po to our bidders present online. You are all recognized na po. We can start with the pre-bid conference. And user po. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Allow me to just share my screen, please. So good morning, Honorable Chair of the BAC Bravo Bids and Awards Committee and the TWG as well as the prospective bidders or interested parties in this project. We're going to present about the lease of a flight inspection system and aircraft, a multi-year contract which will be running for 3 years starting fiscal year 2026 to 2028. Ayun na. Okay. So based on the present requirement of the Flight Inspection and Calibration Group for the flight inspection of air navigation services and air traffic management systems, as well as aerodrome infrastructure all over the Philippines. The present equipment that is required by the CAAP is a flight inspection system on board a turbojet or Category C aircraft. This flight inspection equipment is dedicated to inspect facilities such as localizers, glide slopes, radars, VR, DMEs, and other navigational aids, as well as communication systems, DMEs, and air traffic procedures also. So this requirement is part of a continuous flight inspection obligation of the CAAP, which will run for a periodic cycle. For the ILS, 6 months. For the VOR, DMEs, and other equipment, it will be an annual. So based on the annual flight inspection plan,
Bidders for pre-bid. Mr. Chair, may we first acknowledge po bidders who physically attend our pre-bid conference for this project. Magandang umaga po sa mga bidders natin na physically umattend dito. Before we proceed, we continue with our pre-bid conference, may we kindly po ask yung mga bidders po natin na nandito to state their name and the company you're representing po sa mic. Thank you.
Good morning, sirs. I'm Dennis Atilano from Orion Sky Airlines Corp. po.
I'm Virgilio Velasco from Orion Sky as well.
Eric Ilagan from Orion Sky.
Magandang umaga po. To the end user, sorry for interrupting. You may now resume po our pre-bid conference. Thank you.
thank you, sir, and good morning also to our new participants. So like we said, this will be a 3-year requirement because the CAAP has an annual or rather a periodic obligation to conduct flight inspection on navigational aids, surveillance facilities, communication equipment, instrument flight procedures, and such other facilities and infrastructure over CAAP-owned international airports as well as principal and other domestic airports. So in this chart, we have distributed the flight inspection work over a period of 12 months, as well as over weeks, considering that there will be 4 weeks in each month. So you will see here that the utilization of the equipment will be really for the whole year. This chart indicates the radar and communication facilities that we will be checking. So in summary, we have tabulated the flight time requirement considering this one. So these are for the radar and communication facilities or surveillance facilities. And considering a Category C aircraft, we have tabulated the flight time that will be required by the CAAP. By the way, these tables are already included in the terms of reference in the B documents already posted in the field jobs. So if there will be any questions, you can please review the document and you will find these items there. So we have tabulated the requirements of the CAAP and arrived at a total time of 334 hours of nav aids, radar, communication facilities, and other flight inspection activities. And this is excluding non-CAAP international airports. We are only considering here CAAP owned and operated international airports. If we will add the requirements, the present requirements of non-CAAP international airports, it will be an additional 46 hours estimate. As for the budget, we have been granted a multi-year budget authority from 2026, wherein CAAP has allotted 96,860,000 for every year that this project will be running through, for a total budget cost of 290,580,000. 96,860,000, sir. Adjust ko lang, sir.
Pwede isa control pen.
Sige, yung preparation.
Yan. And pwede mo siyang
Page down na lang.
yung ano mo po. Ano naman. Ang dami nakapost ng Windows.
Monico, we don't have any audio from your end.
Is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
So we have here, sir, a budget. So we have here, sir, an annual budget of 96,860,000 for each year, running for 3 years for a total of 290,580,000. So this requirement is in compliance with the CAAP's flight inspection mandate, wherein we should ensure the safety of all aviation services through the flight inspection, flight calibration of communication, navigation, and surveillance systems and facilities, the validation of air traffic management systems, and the regular evaluation of airspace and aerodrome services nationwide. And to meet this requirement, we need an appropriate and technologically capable flight inspection system equipped special mission aircraft. By the way, we'd like to emphasize that the more important item here is the flight inspection system and not the aircraft. So most of the technical specifications will be on the FIS. So the objective of this project is to acquire a lease for a multi-year contract period of 3 years. The multi-year requirement is to ensure that CAAP has a continuing compliance to its safety obligations on the periodic inspection of facilities and air navigational services. Secondly, to establish a long-term sustainable program for safety compliance in view of the upcoming audits that CAAP will be undergoing, the ICAO, the USOP, and such other audits that may come up. And finally, to ensure our continuous availability for flight inspection whenever there are new facilities that are put up or whenever CAAP needs the flight inspection capability. So basically, extracting from the terms of reference, this will be the particular items that are needed by the CAAP to conduct the flight check. Our flight inspection system should be able to calibrate ILS, not only category 1, which is being used in the Philippines, but also category 2. The FIA should be capable of calibrating VORs, DMEs, radars, and the parameters here are also listed in the terms of reference in the BDocs. Yes. So these are the requirements for radar flight inspection. We also have the requirements for flight validation of instrument flight procedures, especially GNSS and GBAS systems. The FIS should also be capable of the calibration of ADS-Bs, as well as evaluating airband VHF radio communication in paragraph G. And then finally, the aircraft or the FIS should be able to display autonomous positioning, such as bearing range angle and radar altimeter heights. The FIS should be capable of recording or storing these flight check results. The FIS should be capable of evaluating radio frequency interference. The FIS should have an independent set of antennas installed in the aircraft. Thank you, sir. As for the aircraft shall be a civil standard, commercially produced, type certificated, multi-engine, turbine-powered platform. Due to the altitudes that we will be flying, the aircraft should have a pressurized, environmentally controlled environment with a service ceiling of at least flight level 350. And as for speed, the aircraft should be able to meet Category C speed operations. This particular item is a new item because we need to comply with ICAO document 8168 as well as ICAO document 9906 in the flight validation of instrument flight procedures. Additionally, the aircraft navigation and auto-flight system should be capable of not only conventional navigation up to precision approach, but also PBN up to RNPAR specifications. RNPAR specifications is a new requirement for commercially produced jets. Additionally, the aircraft should be able to meet at least flight level 350 and category C speed. Category C is based on ICAO PANSOP's document 8168. Kindly check the table in the ICAO document itself, part 1.4.1.8.3, tables 1-2, -3-1, and 1-4-1-2. And this has regards to the flight validation activities that need to be conducted by the CAAP. Since the aircraft to be provided is dependent on the offeror or the prospective service provider, the training of the CAAP pilots will depend on the aircraft to be used and will have to be included among the consideration of the service provider, among the expenses to be considered by the service provider. Sir? Yes, sir. Okay. So earlier we showed you a table of the flight time allotment of the CAAP for this project. We arrived at the 334 hours, so that will be the total flight time for every year of the contract. Okay. However, we have experienced in the past being offered a slower flying aircraft. Okay. And in such case, we request the offeror or the service provider to please consider this, that the payable block time of the CAAP will only be limited up to the total time, will be limited to the maximum total time in the budget, in the chart for the flight time budget. If the slower flying aircraft you offered will not be able to meet the flight time budget, we recommend that you reconsider, because it shall not be any more payable by the CAAP. However, based on our experience on the aircraft that we are using now, the flight time budget is more than enough to cover the distances and the operations that we are doing. So this lease contract is proposed to be a multi-year agreement valid for a period of 3 years. In the exigency of public service, the contract may extend beyond the contract period if the total allotted block time has not yet been fully utilized, or if the CAAP determines the necessity of extension, as well as allotting funds for such purpose, in consideration of public safety and regulatory compliances, considering that flight inspection is a continuing obligation. For this project, we have a budgeted 334 hours or 1,002 hours for the 3-year period at the lease rate of an estimated 290,000 per hour. So this will be a total of 96,860,000 per year, or a total of 290,580,000 for the 3-year program. There will only be one bidding conducted for this project. In the next 2 years, the project shall be programmed as a multi-year contract agreement for repeated appropriation in the succeeding years of this project. Thank you, and we're now ready to entertain any questions.
May mga penalties ba? Just in case hindi makaproduce ng aircraft yung proponent, other penalties? Ano yun?
Yes, sir. In the terms of reference, sir, we have provided for actually determination of penalties only, sir, not the amount. The amount of the penalty will, of course, be whatever is stipulated in RA 12009, sir. We only determined as to when we will declare the delay or the failure to deliver.
Kung wala nang limit, halimbawa, example, the proponent cannot, kung non-operational yung aeroplano niya for a number of days, number of months, kwan na ba yan? Ma-terminate yung or terminate yung contract or ano pa niya?
Yes, sir. We have provided in the terms of reference that whenever there is any maintenance activity to be conducted on the aircraft which is unanticipated, okay, we have provided first, the service provider will have to notify us, and we will allow a 30-day period for them to comply with the repair or any maintenance requirement before we declare a delay. But of course, they have to inform us, sir, that a maintenance issue has arisen even before we conduct the flight check. Also in the TOR, sir, we will be informing them, aside from the general calendar, we will also provide them with a monthly calendar, and week before the scheduled flight check, we will be sending an email. So they have enough time to inform us that we cannot accommodate you for this time. And then finally, sir, we have required here that the service provider should have a local maintenance organization within the Asia Pacific region that could handle the 30-day period by which they will be allowed to attend to any repair or maintenance, unexpected maintenance activity. Other than that, sir, all other activities of the aircraft should be considered as a scheduled maintenance activity.
Thank you to the end user. To any of the prospective bidders present online and in this meeting, the floor is now open for any questions or clarifications. I repeat, to any of the bidders present online and in this meeting, the floor is now open for any more questions or clarifications. Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. SMS Global, Ed Gaman.
Yes, sir.
You want to nice.
Thank you very much for allowing us to participate. SMS Global Technologies is in partnership with Aero 3 Defense and Services, represented here by Mr. Eric Togersen. So one of the first questions, I would like to refer, Mr. Chairman, to this statement earlier by the Chief of FICG, Captain Morico. He said that it is of more paramount importance that the FIS system is delivering or in accordance with the technical specifications. The aircraft is less of a concern. Will that mean that if we propose an aircraft that is not full category C capable, but the flight inspection equipment is top quality, top of the line, then that will be allowed?
Okay, sir. So specifically mentioned in the presentation earlier is the capability of the aircraft for Category C operations because we need to do the flight validation of instrument flight procedures. So if we will refer to that table, sir, you will notice that the only specification that that is required is for the aircraft to cross the threshold at the speed of at a minimum of 140 knots. So yes, we have considered that there may be other aircraft that we are not aware of that is capable of such operation. And to accommodate such an aircraft, assuming that the cruise speed would be lesser than a standard jet, for as long as it can land by crossing the threshold at 140 knots, that would be acceptable already, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I will defer to my colleague, Mr. Togerson.
Additional comments from Mr. Morico? Captain?
Yes, sir. Sir, please also consider that the threshold speed should be not over driving the aircraft because by then we would be violating the safety envelope of the aircraft designer. So it should also be the design of the aircraft as certified by the manufacturer and the state of manufacture should also be factored in when you propose the aircraft that you are offering. Thank you.
Okay, I would like just a quick follow-up, Mr. Chairman, if I may.
Yes, sir.
Captain Morico also stated during the briefing that the aircraft CAAP is using at present for flight inspection has sufficiently complied with the 334 flying hours block time. And without mentioning, may I inquire, that aircraft is a Lear 31 of Asian Aerospace, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
That's the basis of your 334 flight hour determination, will that be correct?
Yes, sir, that is correct, sir. That's the present aircraft that we are using now for ILS flight calibration.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Any more questions to any prospective bidders? Going once? Going
Yeah,
twice?
hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is Eric Togerson from Aerotree, working in cooperation with SMS Global. I have a few questions, if possible.
Sorry, sir. Can we please repeat your question po?
Yeah, just checking the communication. Can you hear my voice right now? Is it okay?
Yes, Mr. Eric Togerson. Yes, Mr. Eric, you are recognized. We are hearing you clearly now.
Okay, that's good. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just have a few questions. My first question is related to the aircraft itself. You are saying that you are acquiring a turbine aircraft, but can I, just to be clear, understand that you will be allowing a turbine aircraft, but also allowing a turboprop, a propeller aircraft to be used?
Yes, sir. If we are requiring a turbine-powered aircraft. So if a turboprop aircraft would be able to meet the speed requirements for a Category C operation, then that aircraft would be acceptable. Again, sir, we just like to point out that the aircraft should be operated within the safety margin intended by the manufacturer and the state of manufacture.
Yeah, my second question is related to that. different aircraft is actually in the aircraft flight manual stated which approach category they are intended to be used. So even though they can match the speed over the threshold and land, they still have identified in the aircraft flight manual a different category. This comes, for example, for King Air 350 versus a Learjet 31, different categories. But I'm just trying to understand how you will evaluate based on the flight manual, or how would you do your evaluation if we propose, let's say, a King Air 350, which is widely used?
Okay, yes, sir. We know that the King Air 350 is widely used. We will have to evaluate it based on the type certification of the aircraft, whether it is allowed for Category C operations. Because right now, the reason why most of the King Air has been used is only for generally for ILS flight inspection. But if you will notice in the TOR, the aircraft is also intended for flight validation of instrument flight procedures. And under the ICAO document 9906, the aircraft that we should be using should at least be comparable to the most demanding aircraft using the procedure. In the case of the Philippines, most of our instrument flight procedures are being used by Category C aircraft. For example, we have Airbuses and 737s and such other jets for commercial operations. So we need also to meet that speed requirement during flight validation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. That answered my question on that. My second question is related to the flight training of the pilots. At the moment, I have not seen the current qualifications on the pilots that we have to train in order to be included into our AOC for the aircraft operation. So I was wondering, how can we get the qualifications on the pilot, since our own organization have specific requirements on the pilot itself? Are these is this qualifications available? I'm thinking about the difference between the commercial pilot license or the air transport pilot.
Yes, sir. The pilots that you will be sending for training will have to be able to meet the requirements of the AOC, and for that, the CAAP should be the one who will hire the appropriate pilots when the contract comes up.
Okay, thank you for that. One question regarding the flight inspection system and operation of such. Some of the system and operation have already started to use not use the operation without having a ground station, and that has been certified in many countries. Would you also consider to accept such a service, meaning that, for example, you use Trimble center point RTK as a positioning system reference source, in addition to IRS and also a laser altimeter that will be sufficient to the requirements of ILS Category 1 and Category 2?
So just to clarify, sir, are you referring to the system wherein the flight inspection equipment and the flight inspector will be on the ground instead of in the air?
No, sir. I'm sorry. This is regards to the positioning system using GNSS, of course, and also I've seen that you have required a GRS or a ground reference station to be used. But my question was related to if you will allow to have a onboard satellite received corrections by Trimble center point, thereby avoiding to deploy a ground station, still having the accuracy of the ILS Cat 1 and Cat 2 flight inspection.
Yes, understood, sir. Sir, as of now, we cannot accept a reference station that would be satellite-based because even today, we still have a problem with the ionospheric interference introduced within the area of the Philippines. We understand that it's already acceptable in other areas, but in the Philippines, maybe not yet, until such time that an appropriate satellite augmentation system is in place.
Okay, that is noted. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Are there
Mr.
any
Chairman.
more? Yes, sir.
Uh,
Yes, sir.
yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. You are recognized, sir. Sino po
Thank you
sila?
very much. Ed Gamad from SMS
Yes, sir.
Global.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was also mentioned during the briefing that this only covers the 334 hours, only cover the CAAP-owned international airports and other, airports that have navigation equipment. The additional non-CAAP airport, meaning Clark, NAIA under NNIC, Mactan Cebu under MCIAA, Aboitiz, and Laguindingan. Those are the other 5 airports that are now operated under PPP consortium. That will require a total of 46 hours. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. As of the latest count, sir, we are estimating 46 hours for these airports.
So for these 5 airports under PPP operation and management, how will the procurement be done?
I believe, sir, yeah, they have their own procedure. They have to acquire their own equipment, either through in government-owned airports, it will be through public bidding, like what Clark is doing. And in non-government operated airports, the airport operator has the prerogative to hire any service provider.
What about for those airports that are privately owned but has certain nav aids that needs inspection, like El Nido, Katiklan? How? So will that be included in the 46? Those kinds of airports, 46 hours?
Yes, sir. They will have to request their own flight check service. But at any rate, it will be the ANSO who will be overseeing that they comply with the flight check requirements.
At present, those other airports are not being flight checked by under the CAAP existing contract. Will that be correct? those private airports?
Yes, sir, that is correct. Whenever they make a request for flight check, we reply to them that they should source out their own aircraft, and the technical inspectors will be made available by the CAAP in support of their flight inspection needs.
Yeah, thank you very much. And next question, in those cases where you will authorize those private airports to procure their own, contract their own FIS services, will CAAP pilots still be required to fly those aircraft?
As of today, sir, the regulations of the Philippines has not authorized any third-party service provider to do the certification, because because the inspectors are pilots and flight inspectors themselves will need to undergo will need to complete trainings and experience before they are certified as flight inspectors. And as of today, we do not have any third-party service provider that is authorized or certified under that requirement.
You are referring to CARAN's Part 10. Is that correct? But IKO document 8071 is not restricting that. Will that be correct statement?
Actually, sir, this is not anymore covered by my TOR, but based on the regulations of the CAAP, we have not yet authorized or certified any third-party flight inspection service provider that will certify Philippine navigational aids.
Mr. Chair, if I may.
Please.
Yes, Mr. Chair. In the interest of time, Mr. Chair, may I request prospective bidders to limit their questions, clarifications on the based on the presentation as well as on the bidding documents as presented by the end user, Mr. Chair. I noticed, Mr. Chair, that there are other questions or that are no longer relevant to the current procurement. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, duly noted, Mr. Chair. I have one final question.
Go ahead, please. One final question.
Yeah. For it was also mentioned that this contract will cover ADSB flight inspection. Will that be correct? Does CAAP possess ADSB aside from the Aerion space-based ADSB system?
One moment, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir Edmund Gamad, the end user has expressed their intention to answer this in writing, either through a bid bulletin or a bid bulletin.
Okay. Thank you. So we will just submit other questions in writing also. Thank you.
All right, sir. Sir, can we allow one final question? One final question from Mr. Eric Tugerson. You're recognized, sir. Hello, sir. Sir Eric. Okay.
Sorry, my microphone was mute. So yeah, just one final question, if I may allow to ask a question about the instrument flight procedure validation and the requirement on the aircraft. To my experience, if you want to evaluate as you said, you have put in the category C aircraft, which is a reasonable requirement representing maybe the majority of the aircraft flying in and out of that particular airport. Regarding in this case, RNPAR approach, for example, will you require the actual flight inspection aircraft to be certified for that operation, or allow it to be capable only? I think the chairman also understand the difference and why I'm asking this question. So this is just my question for my last question. Yeah.
Yes, sir. The aircraft shall be required to fly the flight path, the designed flight path for the category C aircraft. So it should be capable to maintain the radius, the speed that is required for such operation.
I understand. My question was if the aircraft itself need to be certified for that or only capable to do it.
Sir, the aircraft will have to be certified to do that because this is not anymore a flight inspection requirement. It will be a requirement for the AOC operator to operate the aircraft within the design parameters of the manufacturer, and also for the purpose it was approved by the state of manufacture.
Understand? Okay. Thank you for that answer. Then that's good. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. To all our prospective bidders, this pre-bid conference is now closed. Do take note that for any more questions and clarifications in relation to the procurement of this project, you can send us an email through the BAC Secretariat at bac@caap.gov.ph with no less than 10 days before the submission and opening of this bid. Thank you. To all our prospective bidders for this project, maraming salamat po sa pag-attend. If you're not participating po sa ating susunod na mga topics for pre-bid conference, pwede na po tayong, you are excused na po for the rest of the proceeding. Thank you. Mr. Chair, permission to proceed to the next item on our agenda.
Let's proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The next item on our agenda is the pre-bid conference for the project. The next item on our agenda is the pre-bid conference for the project supply of technical services for the 3-year quarterly comprehensive maintenance support for GE ABB UPS of radar sites. This is a multi-year project with a bid number 26-32-06 with an ABC of 66,763,176 to be presented by the end user ANS.
Morning, Mr. Chair.
Before we proceed to the pre-bid conference, may I ask my fellow secretariat to admit all prospective bidders who wish to participate for this project in our meeting. Thank you. To the end user, I think we can start with the pre-bid conference.
Okay, sir. Let me first share my screen. Okay, good morning, Mr. Chair. Ay, napula. Wala na naman. Wait, sir.
Nasa user ka.
Putol.
And share this.
Ayan. Okay, thank you, sir. So for the pre-bid conference supply of technical services for 3-year quarterly comprehensive maintenance support for GEABB UPSS of radar sites. This is a multi-year.
We have prospective bidders.
To any of the prospective bidders present online, may we please state your presence by writing your name on our chat box and the company you're representing. Thank you. Magandang umaga po sa mga prospective bidders natin. To the end user, we can start with the pre-bid conference.
Okay.
Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So for the project, supply of technical services of 3-year quarterly comprehensive maintenance support for GEABB UPS for radar sites, a multi-year project. The ABC for this project is 66,763,176 pesos. And this is from the approved APP FY 2026. The project duration is 3 years, 3 calendar years, sorry. So for the invitation to bid, for the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines through CAAP Corporate Operating Budget FY 2026 intends to apply the sum of 66,763,166 pesos, being the approved budget for the contract to payments under the contract of supply of technical services for 3-year quarterly comprehensive maintenance support for GEABB UPSS of radar sites. The bid received in excess of the ABC shall be automatically rejected at bid opening. The CAAP now invites bid for the supply of technical services for 3-year quarterly comprehensive maintenance support for GEABB UPS radar sites, multi-year, using the the delivery of goods is required for 1,995 calendar years. So this is equivalent to 3 years. Bidders should have completed at least 10 years from the date of submission and receipt of bids contract similar to the project. The description of the eligible bidder is contained in the bidding documents, particularly in Section 2, Instructions to Bidders. So the bidding will be conducted through competitive bidding procedure using a non-discretionary pass-fail criterion as specified in IRR of RA 12009. Bidding is restricted to Filipino citizens, sole proprietorship, partnership, or organizations with at least 60% interest of outstanding capital stock belonging to citizens of the Philippines, and to citizens or organization of a country, the law or regulation to which grants similar rights and privileges to Filipino citizens pursuant to RA 5183. Interested bidders may obtain further information from BAC Secretariat, CAAP, Mia Road, Pasay City, and inspect the bidding documents at the address given below from 8 o'clock a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m., Monday to Thursdays except declared holidays and suspension of work. A complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by interested bidders from the address given below upon payment of the applicable fees for the bidding documents pursuant to latest guidelines issued by GPPB in the amount of 50,000 pesos, exclusive of any and all tax imposed by relevant and government agencies. It may also be downloaded free of charge from the website of the GPP PhilJeps and the website of the procuring entity provided by that bidder shall pay the applicable fees for the bidding documents not later than the submission of their bids. The CAAP will hold a pre-bid conference today and through video conferencing via Google Meet, which shall be open to prospective bidders. Bids must be duly received by Bids and Awards Committee Secretariat through manual submission at the office address indicated below on or before at CAAP Old Mia Road, Pasay City. Late bids shall not be accepted. All bids must be accompanied by bid security in any of the acceptable forms and in the amount stated in ITB Clause 16.1. Bid opening shall be on June 22, 2026 at CAAP Mia Road, Pasay City, and or via Google Meet. Bids will be open in the presence of bidders' representative who choose to attend the activity. The CAAP reserves the right to reject any and all bids declared a failure bidding and not award the contract at any time prior to the contract award in accordance with Section 70 of RA 12009 without incurring any liability to the affected bidder or bidders. So for further information, please refer to Engineer Leandro Arvarquez, Head, BAC Secretariat, Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines. Or you may visit the following websites, http://caap.gov.ph or philjeps.gov.ph. Okay, so for the instructions to bidders, I will be reading only the necessary, the most important part. You can refer to the bidding documents for further information. So for ITB Clause 5.5, for the purpose of this contract similar to the project, shall be supply of spare parts of GEN or ABB UPS system or maintenance of GEN or ABB UPS and completed within 10 years prior to the deadline of the submission and receipt of bids. For clause number 10.1, for clause number 13.1, the price of goods shall be quoted DDP with the following radar sites: Bacolod Radar, Calibo Radar, Mactan Radar, Palawan Radar, Naiya 2 Radar, Mount Magic Radar, Apari Radar, Zamboanga Radar, Lawag Radar, and Davao Radar. Also for clause number 16, the bid securing shall be in a form of bid securing declaration in any of the following, at least two, the amount of not less than 1,335,263.50 if the bid security is in manager's check, or the amount of not less than 3,338,158.80 if bid security is in a bank or draft guarantee. So for clause number 30.3, the list of additional contract documents relevant to the project that will be required by existing laws and or the procuring entity shall be an authorized certificate of authorized distributorship and service provider of GAABB UPS manufacturer. So here is the performance security shall be in a form of the following. So ayan, nasa screen po. So for the special conditions of the contract, the project sites, as I have mentioned previously, ito po ulit. These are the 10 radar sites. And the terms of payment shall be 12 months quarterly payments for the 3-year duration of the project or contract. Payment shall be processed after every completion of quarterly preventive maintenance of all 10 radar sites, supported by technical service completion reports validated and certified by ANSFIC or his or her authorized representative. And the quarterly payment shall be equivalent to the contract price divided by 12, subject to the usual accounting and auditing rules and regulations. So for the requirements, ito po yung requirements natin as flash on the screen. So for the technical specifications, these are basically the specifications of the 10 UPSs, 20 UPSs located on 10 radar sites. Ito po sila. Ayan, so thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you to the end user. With that, the floor is now open to any of the prospective bidders for their questions and clarifications. Yes, Mr. Ning.
Hi, sir. Good morning po. Sir, I just have a question regarding po dun sa bid securing declaration. On the page 29, sir, kasi of the bidding documents, it says that bid securing declaration is not applicable. While on the page 45, the bid security shall be in the form of a bid securing declaration or any of the following. So, meaning to say, sir, we can use the bid securing declaration, correct? For the bid security.
Can I answer, Mr. Chair? So we can the second one will be followed, ma'am. Ning.
The page 45, sir. So we can use the bid securing declaration po.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, sir. Thank you po.
Thank you, ma'am. Any more questions or clarifications? Going once, going twice. With that, the pre-bid conference for the project supply of technical services for 3-year quarterly comprehensive maintenance support for GE UPS for their sites is now closed. For any more questions or clarifications, you can email the BAC through the BAC Secretariat at bac@caap.gov.ph with at least 10 days before the submission and opening of bids. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. There are 10 radar sites, sir, sa yung mga ABB UPSs. Opo.
Okay, any more?
Mr. Chair, proceeding to the next item on our agenda. This is another pre-bid conference for the project procurement of annual data recovery facility subscription with a bid number 26-40-06 Bravo with an ABC of 10 million pesos to be presented by the end user ODG IDD. To my fellow secretariat, if there are any bidders who wish to participate for the procurement of this project, paki-admit na po sila. Maraming salamat. To all the prospective bidders who are present on this pre-bid conference, please do state your name and the company you're representing on the chat box to be recognized. Thank you. To all the prospective bidders, you are all recognized. Thank you. To the end user, we may start with the pre-bid.
Good morning. This is the pre-bid conference for the procurement of annual data recovery facility subscription with bid number 262205. As a background, the CBA for this one is a 10 million peso project for a multi-year of 2026-2027. The mode of procurement would be public bidding. The delivery of goods required for the implementation is 90 calendar days from the issuance of the notice to proceed. The bid must be duly received by the BAC Secretariat on or before 22 June 2026, 9:30 a.m. Late bids shall not be accepted. All bids must be accompanied by the bid security in any acceptable forms and in amount stated in ITB Clause 16.1. The bid opening shall be on 22 June at 9:30 o'clock at the given address here at CAAP or with via Zoom or Google Meet. The bids will be opened in the presence of the bidders' representatives who choose to attend the activity. For ITB Clause 5.5, for this purpose, the contract similar to the project shall be the procurement of subscription agreement for data recovery system or facility or its equivalent. The SLCC similar to the contract to be bid should have been completed within 5 years prior to the deadline for the submission and receipt of bids. For 16.1, the amount not less than 2% of the ABC or 200,000 if the bid security is in cash or cashier's manager's check. The amount of not less than 500 for the other bid security forms. Next page, please. For the schedule of requirement, the subscription of data recovery facility will stated in the technical specification in section 7. So it's going to be for 2 years, 2026, 2027, from upon receipt of the notice to proceed. And then the support and maintenance also for 2 years, and 1 lot knowledge transfer to be given to the ITD technical people. For the technical specifications, for the scope of work, the selected cloud service provider shall provide comprehensive cloud hosting services for a period of 2 years, including but not limited to the cloud infrastructure provisions. Next page, please. The security and the compliance as shown in the screen. Next page, please. The initial cloud resource sizing shown with a matrix. Next, please. Next, please. And then for the support and maintenance, 24/7 technical support with defined SLA. Standard SLA. The CSP shall provide the proactive 24/7 monitoring of all the cloud resources and updates and patch managements to be monitored and applied with the 27 to 48 of release with the critical patches as the highest priority. Next page. Also provided is the penalties for the SLA breaches. The CSP must provide a clear defined escalation matrix with the named contact person of each level. In the event of a critical incident is not resolved within the defined resolution time, the issue must be automatically escalated to the CSP senior management, and the dedicated war room must be established with CAAP's IT team until resolved. Next page, please. Also shown is the overall cloud environment management, the cloud platform requirements. Next page. The compute resources and the storage services. Next page. Networking requirements. Next page. As shown, these are all stated in the bidding documents. Next page. Database services and specific cloud service requirements. Next. Also included for consideration is the Philippine Regulatory Compliance and Security, such as the Data Sovereignty and the Data Privacy Act of 2012. Next page. The server endpoint security requirements as shown in the page. Next page. The access control and the general security and compliance requirements. Next page. For the certificate, encryption and certification compliance, the CSP must ensure that the cloud environment and services provided possess and maintain at least 2 of the relevant industry certification and compliance standards as shown on the screen, and the CSP must provide a valid and current certificate during the post-qualification. Yeah, upon request of the CAAP, TWG, and ensure and continuous compliance throughout the contract period. Next page. Also provided is the incident response and forensic support features requirements. Next. The data portability and the exit strategies. Next page. The post-contract transition as shown. Next page. Next page. The technical qualification requirements, the cloud provider partners, the cloud account ownership and access, the next page. The cloud environment deployment and the contractor access to agency contents. Next page. Certified professionals requirement for the CSP. Next page. Knowledge transfer and training. And then for further information or clarifications, the head of BAC Secretariat and the address, telephone number, and email address are indicated in the screen. Next page. Salamat po. Any questions?
Online. The floor is now open for any questions or clarifications. Thank you. Sure. It's a question from PSBD. You are recognized, sir.
Yes, Mr. Chair, thank you very much. So I'm Yuri Moro from PSBB. Just point of clarification, sir, for the security, privacy, and compliance requirements. Other mandatory security, privacy, and compliance requirements such as ISO 27001 certification or any requirements for that or any certification that bidders must comply with.
Sir, as clarified po dun sa, I think 27.1 is, any two of the certifications should be presented during the post-qualification. So if you're, yung sa winning, during po dun sa TWG post-qualification, ipakikita po natin yung mga standard certifications na kailangan based po dun sa TOR, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Any more questions or clarifications? Going once. Going twice. Yes, Mr. Miguel Galdo, you are recognized.
Yes po, sir. Hello po, good morning po.
Yes, sir. Sir, anong company kayo, sir?
From Sage of Solutions po.
Okay. Yes, sir. Any questions, sir?
Regarding po dun sa disaster cover clarifications lang po. So, expected po na yung data sovereignty po is within the local Philippines lang po, or if it's allowed to be connected to kalapit po ng mga local or yung mga Singaporean region po, ganun ma'am.
As dun po sa specification natin, sir, nasa within the Philippine territory talaga, sir.
Within Philippine territory. Okay po.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Any more questions or clarifications? Yeah. Yes, from PSBD.
Yes, sir. Good morning again. Just one question na lang, sir. For the subscription coverage and delivery timeline, sir, sa bidding documents kasi states that delivery is required within 90 calendar days. May we clarify whether this refers to the implementation and activation of the service, or is it intended subscription duration, sir? Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Sir, tama po kayo, sir. Yan yung delivery na from notice to proceed, kailangan by 90 days magagamit na po natin yung facility. Pero yung pong implementation po talaga is 2 years po siya. So kung na notice to proceed po kayo from that day, yun po yung from pag nailagay nyo na po siya, yung 2 years is from na-accept na po namin yung, halimbawa nailagay nyo na po yung facility. Pag na-accept na po namin yung facility nyo after the yung tiyak, tsaka po lang tatakbo yung 2 years, sir.
Okay, but for the 90 days po ma'am, sa
sa installation at saka dun sa commissioning po natin ng facility nyo. Meron
Okay,
kayong 90 days, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much po.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Any more questions or clarifications? Yes, Mr. Jimel Bermudez. You are recognized, sir.
Hi, sir. Good morning. Ano, audible po? Ayan din ba meron yung pangalan ko ba? Ayan, folder din. I think, so, yung question ko lang po, sir, about sa, may nakalagay kasi sa section 2.3D, na about sa may load balancer. So, currently ba, isang load
Yes, sir.
balancer?
Sir, sorry to cut you off, sir. There's a lot of interference from your end. Hindi po namin maintindihan yung inyong question, sir. And for records purposes, sir, what company are you representing it for po?
Better po ba yung sounds yan? Ay, ano pa? Jimel Bermudez from SageSoft po. SageSoft Solutions, Inc.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yun, so, yun, ulitin ko lang. Yung sa may part po ng, sa may section 2.3, yun. Then, about na sa may load balancer, then napansin ko po kasi, di ba, medyo marami tayong mga virtual machine doon nakalagay. So, isa bang load balancer lang ba yung need doon para sa lahat, or dapat may kanya-kanyang load balancer yung nakikita niyo po ba doon?
Scalable naman tayo. Pero sa ngayon, sir, isang load balancer, okay na po. Kasi yung requirement lang naman namin sa iba maliit lang eh. Kaya one load balancer, okay, sir.
Alright, sige po. So, pwede ba malaman rin po ba yung mga web application po ba lahat lang doon? Tapos anong web server yung nakalagay, naka-host doon po sa bawat mga server?
Oo, karamihan naman web application ang ilalagay natin at yung iba is in-house application. Kaya maliliit lang po, sir.
Alright, sige. Thank you. Then yung ano lang po, sobrang kasi naka-current po ba, naka-cloud provider po kayo? Sorry, baka di lang ako nakasync sa partner.
Sorry, anong question?
Provider po ba kayo currently? O renewal na po ba ito?
Hindi. Kaka-terminate lang po namin ng the last provider po namin.
Pwede po ba malaman yung last provider, anong cloud siya? So, provider ba? Azure, GCP, or AWS? Okay lang po malaman yan.
I do apologize, sir. We cannot possibly disclose that po.
Alright, sige. Thank you. I think, yun lang naman on my end. Thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you. With that, the pre-bid conference for this project is now closed. For any more questions or clarifications in relation to the procurement of this project, you may do so by sending an email through the BAC secretariat at bac@caap.gov.ph at least 10 days before the submission and opening of this bid. Thank you. Mr. Chair, proceeding to the next item on our agenda. This is another ODG ITD project. This is the pre-bid conference for the project entitled Supply and Delivery of High-Speed Scanners for various CAAP offices with the bid number 26-33-06 with an ABC of 3,743,500 pesos. To my fellow secretariat, if there are any more bidders who wish to participate for this project, admit na po natin sila sa ating Google Meet. Maraming salamat. Prospective bidders who are interested in the procurement of this project, please state your name and the company you're representing on the chat box. Thank you. To the user, pwede na po siguro tayo mag-start. At eto, to the prospective bidders who are participating for this project, you are recognized. And user, we may start with the pre-bid conference. Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning to all the attendees of the BAC Bravo. May we now proceed for the pre-bid of the supply and delivery of high-speed scanners for various offices in CAAP head office with bid number 26-33-06. Next page, please. For the background, certificate of budget allocation for this project is 3,742,500 pesos, and the mode of procurement will be a public bidding, and delivery of the goods is required by 120 calendar days from the issuance of the notice to proceed. Next. Also, bids must be received by the BAC Secretariat through manual submission at the office address indicated below on or before 22 of June 2026 at 9:30 a.m. Late bids shall not be accepted. All bids must be accompanied by a bid security in any of the acceptable forms in the amount stated in ITB Clause 16.1. Bid opening shall be on 22 of June for the year 2026 at 9:30 a.m. in the given address below or via Zoom or Google Meet. Bids will be open in the presence of the bidders' representatives who choose to attend the activity. Next page, please. For the ITB Clause 5.5, for this purpose, contracts similar to the project shall be supply and delivery of ICT equipment. For the 16.1, the bid security shall be in the form of a bid securing declaration or any following forms and amounts. The amount should be not less than 74,850 or the 2% of ABC if bid security is in cash or cashier's manager's check, or the amount of not less than 187,125 pesos or 5% of ABC if bid security is in the bank draft, guarantee or irrevocable letter of credit surety bond. Next, please. As shown, schedule of requirements of the high-speed scanners with technical specifications is stated in Section 7 is for the 75 units will be and warranty certificate that's specified in Section 7 also in 3 years, 120 calendar days after receipt of notice to proceed. Next, please. As shown in the page, technical specifications for the 75 units of high-speed scanners. Next page, please. For further information, we may now you may refer to the head of BAC Secretariat and in the address shown in the page. Thank you po. Thank you po.
At this point, the floor is now open for any questions and clarifications for the procurement of this project. Yes, Mr. Viva, you are recognized, sir. Please state the company you're representing, sir.
Hello, good morning po. Gakin Philippines po.
Yes, sir. You're recognized, sir.
Regarding lang po doon sa SLCC, so naka 10 years siya, no? Hello?
Yes, sir. We'll be checking it, sir.
Teka sir, clarify lang namin sa invitation to bid.
Hello, sir. As stated on our invitation to bid, it is the SLCC should be within the last 5 years from the date of submission or receipt of bids.
Within last 5 years.
Yes, sir.
Okay, kasi ang nabasa po namin doon sa copy ng bid docs is 10, at least 10 years.
For a while lang, sir. Yes, sir. Upon checking on our bid data sheet, you can see on ITB clause 5.4. Let me show on our scanner. Sir, as shown on the screen,
Okay.
a copy of the bid docs, ITB 5.4, it states that the bidder SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid, should have been completed within 5 years prior to the deadline for the submission or receipt of bid, sir.
Sa Annex A po kasi sa generals nakalagay dito is sa 5.4 is 10 years. So susundin po namin yung 5 years.
Sorry sir, ang susundan po natin yung
Sa bid data sheet na po.
Oo, yung itong clause na yon kasi yun yung binago natin dun sa general rule. Ginawa po nating 5 years po yung yung SLCC.
Okay, noted po ma'am. Thank you for the clarification po.
Thank you, sir. Any more questions or clarifications? Going once, Going twice. With that, the pre-bid conference. Yes, from Identico, Mr. Ken O'Neill, you are recognized.
Good morning, sir. This is Ken po from Identity Computer po. And we respectfully ask po, same pa rin po ng mga, mga past procurement po yung sa copy po ng technical and financial component po na one copy lang po. Or iba, yun lang po. If same pa rin po na one copy.
Yes, sir. For the purpose of the submission and opening of bids, what we require is only one copy for the technical and the financial component po.
Okay po. Okay, so far po, we respectfully confirm po na no classificator. Thank you so much po.
All right, sir. Thank you. To all our prospective bidders who are present online, if there are any more questions or clarifications? Yes, Mr. Mike. You're recognized again.
Sir, clarify ko lang din po yung about dun sa minimum system requirements. About dun sa, kung meron po tayong mga users na naka-Mac OS. Or gagamit po talaga tayo ng Mac OS.
Sir, sorry. Can we repeat your question po? Medyo maraming interference from your end. Hindi po namin masyado maintindihan.
Okay. Sorry. So, doon sa operating system compatibility, sir, technical specification.
For a while, we'll be checking our bidding documents for the clarification on your question.
Okay po, sir.
Sir Mike, as shown on a copy of our bidding documents, this is the operating system compatibility. Windows 7, 8, 10, and 11 are the latter, or Mac OS 10.12 and later, sir.
Yes po. Sa tanong ko lang po kasi sa Mac. So may mga Mac OS po ba tayong gagamitan?
Sir, ang ibig mo sabihin kung existing na merong gumagamit ng Mac OS sa amin? Yun ba yun?
Yes po.
Ay, oo. Meron kaming mga empleyado na naka-Mac.
So ang minimum specs po natin is hanggang 10.12 lang, tama po?
Oo. Yan.
Maximum na po.
Hindi, ayan o, or later. Or latest siya. So, from 10, kung melong latest siya.
Okay, see. Noted po. Thank you for the clarification.
Thank you, sir. For any more questions and clarifications? Hearing none. With that, the pre-bid conference for the project supply and delivery of high-speed scanners for various CAAP offices is now closed. Take note to all our prospective bidders that for any more questions and clarifications, you can still do so and submit it to the BAC Secretariat at bac@caap.gov.ph at least 10 days before the submission and opening of this bid. Thank you. Mr. Chair.